Hey family, you're listening to Milk and Whiskey Podcast with Jill
and Sarah. Don't forget to rate and review us and visit us at milkandwhiskeypod.com.
Enjoy!
Yeah. Oh, I got the juice. Yeah, I bring the heat. I got what you want. You can bet on me. You can bet on me. You can bet on me. I got money on the way. You can bet on me.
Hey guys, welcome back to season 2 of Milk and Whiskey episode premiere.
Hey, are you guys excited? Because I'm fucking excited.
I'm so excited. And this is the first time that we kind of get to do an intro like this, so we're very excited. We wanted to let you all know that this episode is sponsored by Soul and Style. Attention fashion lovers, Soul and Style has fashionable, affordable shoes, jewelry, and tees carefully selected and tried on for style, comfort, and quality. Subscribe to the email list for exclusive deals, alerts on new merchandise, and more. Visit soulandstyle.com and use code MILKWHISKEY for 35% off of your purchase. Can we just talk about this really quick? 35% off, you guys. Definitely make sure to check out our sponsor.
Yeah.
That's a generous discount code. Thank you so much, Soul and Style.
It is a generous discount code. And what's great is if you look at Soul and Style, and Soul and Style is spelled S-O-L-E.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be confused with S-O-U-L. It has amazing shoes, and it's actually very affordable and really, really cute jewelry.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to spend my whole paycheck there because I'm a huge boots person, and Soul and Style, it has my name all over it.
Hell yeah.
I'm all about it.
Same here. And we'll talk to you guys a little bit more about them in the episode. So keep an eye out for that. But for right now, let's get started. I mean, we've got some new stuff coming up this season, and
we also have new music, if you guys didn't notice, from the same group of talented rappers.
So talented.
Super talented. No grind, no shine.
Ooh.
You can go ahead and find them on NGNS on Instagram, Twitter, wherever, on all the platforms. Rock B Foolin', he is one of our favorite rappers.
Hell yeah.
And you can find him on all social media platforms as well. But please be sure to check out their music. They literally have over 1,000 songs, and you can find a song that'll have every type of genre that you want to listen to. You want to make love? Go ahead. They have love making music. You want to pop a bottle in the club? They got some pop and bottle in the club music for you too. So they got it all. Be sure to check them out. You can find them on all the platforms, like I've said, on iTunes, Spotify, Apple Music, you name it, they got it. So be sure to check them out. No Grind, No Shine, or NGNS.
Yep.
And you could go and check out Rock B Foolin'.
And all of their information is linked in our episode description, in every episode description. So if you guys want to find them, definitely make sure to check out the description.
Yeah.
So yeah, anyways, we're back. New music, new sponsors, which, I mean, just sponsors in general. Super exciting. Again.
You guys, that was our goal. All we kept doing was talking about season 1. Somebody fucking sponsor us. And we got more than just one sponsor, okay?
Yes.
God answered our prayers, and with a little hustle as well.
Yeah, with a little hustle.
Thanks
and
to
also,
Sarah.
thanks. Little hustle. And also just, some great brands out there who were super awesome that we wanted to work with because we believed in what they were doing. And we're so grateful that they believed in what we were doing and wanted to work with us back. So Soul and Style is the first of many really great sponsors that we're going to be talking to you guys about this coming season. But, I'm sure you guys have been missing us so much. You're dying to dive into the episode. But before we jump in there, we just wanted to say one more thing. Guys, don't forget to rate and review us.
Yeah.
Leave us a shout out or a comment or a review. Let us know. We might maybe even start reading out some of those reviews on the show, just to give back to you guys. Also, don't forget to follow us. This is the first episode of the season, so if anyone is brand new out there, we just want to let you know how to get in touch with us. You can check out our website, milkandwhiskeypod.com. We'll also have all of our sponsors listed up on there in our partners page, and if any of them have any generous discount codes for our listeners, just like Soul and Style did, they'll be listed on our partner page as well. Make sure to check us out on Instagram at Milk and Whiskey Pod, on Twitter, Milk Whiskey Pod, If you're new here, I'm pissed. They won't let me use the and because Twitter has a goddamn character limit.
Oh God, let's not go into this story
But I
again.
digress. And make sure that you're following us on Instagram, on our individual accounts. I'm _bottled ambition.
And I am at Case of the Mom Days.
But anyways, enough with all of, the intro chatter. We've missed you guys. We want to dive into this episode. This is one that we actually almost did last season because we were really excited about, but we thought, maybe let's make it the first episode of this season because we know it's something that can really affect a person, and that is getting laid off or fired. How many of you guys out there have gotten laid off or fired or go from a job? It sucks.
It really sucks. It not only hits you financially, but it totally hits you emotionally. Mm-hmm. It affects you, your overall well-being. It almost feels like you're mourning the death of employment.
Exactly. And it undermines your confidence too, because it can easily make you feel like, am I not good enough? Am I terrible? But you're not. So that's what we're here to talk to you about.
So for me, I have been laid off a few years ago, and I actually just went through a rough career path. So after I graduated in 2012 for Dominican University, where I got my Bachelor's of Science in Nursing, 2012, let me just tell you, was probably the worst years to choose nursing as a career because there was a hiring freeze. So it took me 2 years to even get an acute job in the hospital, like a bedside job in the hospital. In the meantime, I was just in between jobs, trying to hustle. I was being a caregiver, doing everything I could, but I almost gave up my nursing career. I almost was like, am I even meant to be a registered nurse? Because no one's fucking hiring me. I even flew all the way to North Carolina for an interview and didn't even, I know,
all
I took
the
all
way
my
there.
savings.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because I was that desperate. And in 2012, a lot of people had to leave their homes and leave their state to even get a nursing job. And I was gonna do that, but I didn't get picked for it. And then I finally get a job. It's about 3 hours north of San Francisco. It's called Oroville. Mm-hmm. And after I had moved there, signed a lease, everything, they laid me off.
Oh my God. Are you serious? That one I didn't actually know. I didn't know that you had signed a lease and you were all set up. Then that they laid you off that fast.
I signed a lease. I was all set up. And actually my best friends, Lauren and Luija, drove up there to help me sign the lease and set up my apartment and help me do everything because they were super excited. They're like, oh my God, you finally got a hospital nursing job. It's about time. And a month into it, I got laid off.
That's so shitty.
Yeah. So can you imagine, here I am going dry 2 years without a nursing career. And then I picked up my whole life because I finally got a nursing job, my dream job. And then I got laid off a month after. I had to pack up my things, move back home into my parents' house and just start all over again. And God, the feeling of going through this rough patch of finding a job. And then once I get that job after 2 years and getting laid off was just so disheartening. I was so discouraged. And I, like you said, I totally felt like a failure. I didn't know what I was meant to be. And I was just thinking my school is very expensive. It's probably about $100,000 in tuition. And I'm like, how am I going to afford all this?
Exactly.
So, but I knew I had it better than most people because at the time I didn't have kids. I didn't really have that much of a financial responsibility other than paying the tuition because living under my parents, they weren't going to make me pay rent. So yeah.
That's sucky though.
I know it's really sucky, but I stayed persistent. I kept at it and now I'm in the ER.
Hell yeah.
So,
she's getting that.
Yeah. So for all of you people that feel like you weren't meant to be in the career, but you really want to do it, whatever you choose to be,
just keep at it, dude.
Keep being persistent.
Yeah. See, I was lucky. With my career, I actually got a job right away. So I didn't have to wait as long as you, but I've actually been fired and I've been laid off. I got fired from Hooters, you guys.
What?
Yeah, you didn't know that? Okay, no. So that was why I left Hooters, or I shouldn't say left Hooters. I was clearly asked to leave. They have these things called secret shoppers, and it was during Super Bowl. It was crazy chaos. And this table sat down. They ordered alcohol. I served them and everything. And then it came out later that the guy was 30 something. And because I didn't card him, I got fired because the rule is you have to card anybody who is 35 and younger. And I just didn't realize it because he clearly looked 30 and I didn't think about it because I was so busy. And that was totally my bad that I didn't card him. So I got fired from Hooters from that. So like, I mean, talk about like getting shot in your self-confidence and feeling like a failure. That one sucked. But I think the one that hit me the hardest was actually when I got laid off because I had decided that I wanted to do a career change. I wanted to move from sales into marketing. So I hustled to find a brand new marketing job and I was totally selling my sales experience as like marketing experience just so that like I could justify the career path change. And I got to work at this company. It seemed really cool on the surface and everything. And my supervisor that I was under, she was pregnant. So we knew she was going to leave. I was actually kind of hired on a little bit to help with picking up the slack from her being gone. And also just because they genuinely wanted more account people. So while I was there though, I was realizing accounts were falling left and right. They kept losing account after account after account. And, you know, my supervisor, she went on maternity leave. I was kind of under her. It was really difficult. She's just the type, she's just more of a micromanager. And I don't tend to fly with that type of style. So when she left, I actually felt like I could breathe and I was like, hell yeah. And like, I was able to get my job done on time. Yeah. I felt like I was doing really great. And then when she came back, a week before she came back, they called me into the office and then they were like, hey, there's not enough accounts to go around anymore. So we're unfortunately going to have to lay you off right before she got back. And I was like, oh, and they're like, yeah, you know, just especially by the time that, you know, your supervisor gets back, there's not going to be enough work for everyone. The account side is overstaffed. So we're unfortunately going to have to let you go. And I was just like, are you serious right now? Cause I had hustled so hard to get that job because like, I just wanted to like change my career so much.
Right.
But you know what? Like maybe I have started to think, you know, maybe it worked out for the best because clearly I wasn't loving that environment just because, especially knowing she was coming back, I was going to have to deal with all of that micromanaging and everything. So I got laid off. I was unemployed for about a month and a half. And then I ended up with a job that I have now that I absolutely love. So, I mean, things work out in the end, but
yeah, it worked out for the better for you. It sounds like.
Yeah, but it is like so shitty. Like that one I think really hit me in the gut because I had put in so much effort finding this job while I was still working at my old job because like finding a new job is hard. It's like a job within itself to be applying, to be, you know, phone interviewing, actually physically interviewing, getting your resume updated and all of that stuff. So like that one really hit me at the gut because I had worked so hard for it. And I knew too, it was probably for the best because it ended up not being what I had wanted in the company that I worked for. But that was that was about 2 years ago that happened to me. Yeah.
Oh, wow. So that was actually kind of recent.
Yeah, it was. And yeah, it sucked. But also at the same time, like Trevor and I had just gotten engaged right after it happened. So I got a jump start on wedding planning though, which was super nice.
Yeah, I mean, things happen for a reason and being laid off or getting fired, it just, I don't know. I definitely went through like a state of depression. I don't know if you did, but I totally did because I was just like, what the fuck am I going to do? Here I am seeing all these people getting jobs of their dreams and just making it in life. And here you are still trying to figure out like, what am I going to do next? What is my next move? What's the game plan, you know? And on top of trying to get over getting laid off or getting fired, you have to pick things up.
Yeah. And honestly, if anyone is going through this right now out there, you know, you just lost your job or, you know, maybe even you have like a bad performance review at work, don't take it to heart on your self-worth. You know, you're worth so much more than your job. Right. Even if you got fired, like me getting fucking fired from Hooters, what a blow. But hey guys, I know that we've been talking about getting laid off, but we just want to say if you got that next big interview that you're going to or big event that you're going to and you want to feel confident so that you can be there and be that boss woman, you should definitely check out Soul and Style for some great accessories and great shoes to complement your outfit.
And also, speaking of the tips of surviving a layoff, one of the other things is self-care. So if that's shopping, go to Soul and Style, honey, because there are cute ass shoes, jewelry, jewelry, everything. I'm actually eyeing these sexy lace-up boots right now.
I saw those, girl.
I know, and they're affordable. Stylish and affordable. Like, what more can you ask for? So, seriously, check it out.
Make sure to check them out at www.soleandstyle.com and make sure to use our 35% off discount code. You can't beat that.
Yeah.
Milk Whiskey for 35% off of your purchase.
I can't believe they
I
fired
know.
you. Like,
well, I mean, it's policy. I didn't check the ID.
Like, I get that, but I just thought that they would have given you a slap on the wrist and been like, hey, come on, don't be doing that. And they really had zero tolerance. I mean, that's really cool in a way for like, you know that they're strict and they're not just going to let people slide that are 21, but it just sucks, especially because I felt that you were super loyal to them. And
oh yeah, I loved Hooters too. Like, that was a bummer.
Yeah, you were all about Hooters. And I mean, shit, we were all about Hooters even before you became an employee.
I know, that was our tradition.
We used to go there. That was our tradition, was going to Hooters during Christmas and getting some wings.
That's how I
with
discovered
the cousins,
Hooters.
And then you became a Hooter girl. But yeah, like that, I find that fucking crazy.
I know it really is zero tolerance, which I do understand, though there is suspicion because it was a newer manager. I'm not like trying to like make excuses for myself, guys, but this is the truth of the situation. There was a new manager who didn't like a lot of the girls there.
You were one of them?
Yeah, she only liked the girls that were like super OG girls. And I had been there for a while, but I hadn't been there back when she was a manager who used to be a Hooter girl, and she favored the girls that she was working with when she was a Hooter girl there.
Wait, how long did you work there for before you got fired?
A little over a year.
Okay.
Yeah, so like I don't know if I was necessarily a veteran, but like I was, I'd been there for a year. Like I was a trainer, and everything. So it was just an unfortunate mistake. And it did suck that it cost me my favorite college job, because honestly, if you're in college, well, back in the day, at least, you could make damn good money at Hooters. I don't know about now anymore. That we've gone back a few times to the one I worked at and we're like, oh, it's really empty.
I know. I haven't been to Hooters in a really long time, so I don't even remember what their wings taste like. But I do remember back in the day, it was so. I know, but I don't know if the quality is still just as good. And I don't know. I gotta go there again and just like check it out and scout all the bitches with their asses hanging out. And I'd be like, you know what? Your ass isn't as cute as my cousin's ass. Just like...
yeah, that one really bummed me out. Yeah. But I actually found a job pretty quick after that one, because like at the time I was a server, and I very luckily there's quite a few open server jobs out there. So like that one wasn't too bad to find a job. But the one after my marketing job, my last company, it took me like 2 months to find a job. I was terrified because I was thinking of, oh my God, I'm going to have to pay for a wedding. How am I going to pay for a wedding with no income? We have rent. We have our dog, everything. I was like, how am I going to make ends meet if I don't freaking have a job? So I was searching high and low. I was stressed all the time.
Oh my God. That's so crazy.
Yeah, seriously, girls, if any of you are going through that, just know that we feel you. It's a jungle out there.
It really is. And so to help any of you guys that are in the situation that we were in, I actually wrote a few tips on how to survive when you get laid off. And these are a few things that have helped me out and have helped other people out that I know that have been through the same things as you and I. So, and it's not like an order of most important to least important.
just listen to Jill's voice and her wisdom.
Yeah. So 1, take a few days to mourn the death of unemployment. So that. It's okay to get in your feelings of anger, shock, grief, blues, but set a time frame when you want to bounce back. Don't just be fucking mourning eating pints of ice cream for months. Like, okay, give yourself like a week to just Netflix and chill and sulk and sleep in and stay up late, do all that. But set yourself a time. And
honestly, do take that time though, because like that is part of the process, is mourning it. I mean, it's essentially like a breakup.
It really is.
So you need to take that time to process those feelings and process those emotions and just really get your head right, so that when it is time to move on, you're not dwelling on anything.
Right.
But I do like that part about setting the time frame, because like, don't let yourself be in there forever, girl. Like, pick your fucking ass up at a certain point.
Yeah. Don't let this be an excuse so that you can just just do nothing. Well, I'm sure those that have families, you know, like me, if I were to get laid off, I wouldn't be just doing nothing, you know. But for those that are single and don't really have financial responsibility per se, aka kids, don't just be hanging out and being lazy and just soaking up unemployment, which brings me to my next one is once you're done mourning, try to make sure to understand unemployment benefits, your EDD pay, the severance that you get from your employer. So try to understand that. I know they do some sort of calculation and they figure out how much a week they're going to pay you. But in order for you to get paid, you need to show, for the state I'm talking about, but in order for you to get paid from the state for unemployment, you need to show them evidence that you have been hustling, trying to apply for jobs, which what Sarah said is applying for jobs is a job in itself. So that's another tip is make applying for a job. So set goals on a number of applications to submit each day. Just like what Sarah said, it really is a job in itself.
Exactly. And, you know, having gone through this for my own unemployment, I was on unemployment for like 2.5 months in between me getting laid off and looking for a job. They are on top of that. Like you need to submit exactly like where you've applied to and all of that stuff. So, you know, we said earlier, you can't just be sitting around. Like you gotta look, you know, you gotta get out there. You gotta put yourself out there.
Yep. That was the other tip was exactly don't fall into the habit of living on unemployment. Don't be fucking mooching it up, binging on Netflix TV, eating your life away, like whatever. Just, you know, like we've said, set that goal. So another thing too is make this an opportunity to either pursue other passions and dreams and try to create a positive mindset. So it's all about what you believe in yourself is what you will be, you know? So if you have that positive mindset of today, I'm going to do great, I'm going to do that, blah, 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 you're going to fucking be like that. But if you believe that you're a fucking couch potato, you're going to be fucking couch potato. So just try to create that positive mindset.
It's all mental, you guys. It really is.
It's all mental. And one of my family members, I don't want to say his name, he actually got laid off after working for insurance for a really long time. And he was on unemployment. He did the thing where he set a number of days to mourn and sulk, grief, all of that. And then in this time, he actually figured out he wanted to go back to school and become an airplane mechanic.
Oh, wow.
So that's what he's doing right now.
Awesome.
He's like, you know what? I'm actually just going to go back to school and I want to try to become an airplane mechanic. I don't want this desk job anymore. So that's what he's doing.
Hey, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade, right?
Yeah.
God, I'm so corny.
Seriously. But it's true. It's like he took advantage of this opportunity. He didn't see it as fuck, I fucking got laid off. He saw it as a positive thing, as okay, you know what? This is going to be a way for me to like recreate who I want to be or whatnot.
And, you know, to add on to your tip, another thing too is make getting laid off or fired an opportunity for yourself to reassess what did you like about your last job? What didn't you like? And see if you can steer your career towards something that's better geared towards you. I know when I got let go from my marketing job, I was like, okay, what were the things I didn't like and the things I do like? And I realized what I really liked was project planning and a thing called trafficking, which is where you're moving deliverables from department to department and keeping it done on time. And guess what? My job now, I'm a traffic manager.
That's awesome.
I really just took a look. I was like, hey, it sucks I got laid off, but there was a lot of stuff in there that just didn't fit for me. So what didn't fit? What did fit? And then I applied to those jobs that fit what I was looking for. I also paid a lot of attention to the culture because I knew that culture was very important to me at the company. And now I've landed at a place that I really love.
Right. Culture really is important. It's all about your environment. Last but not least for me is network. It's all about who you fucking know these days. And believe me, not only was I making applying a job in itself, but I was hitting up everybody and their fucking grandmas of if they had any fucking leads on positions or anything that I wanted to do or anything that would get me to the career path that I was trying to go to. And that really helped me out.
Lean on your tribe, guys.
Really. Don't be afraid to ask. Don't be shy. Don't even think I can do this on myself, all by myself. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to network. Like, please please fucking network.
I mean, I know myself personally, like on my drive home from when I got laid off, I mean, I called Trevor and I told him, but right after that, I called two friends of mine who I knew. They knew people who owned their own companies, or they knew a lot of people in marketing. And I was like, hey, I just got laid off.
Yeah.
Let me know. Give me names or give my name to people. Let me know. I was utilizing my network on that drive home.
That was like me too. When I got laid off from my first nursing job, I called one of my nursing friends and I told him what happened because I was super excited, but then I got all sad and he was like, hey, actually our hospital has an opening. We need more nurses. Send me your resume. Let me see what I can do with the manager. And I actually got my first nursing job.
Awesome. See?
Through him. So it's really all about who you know too.
And it helps when you come in knowing someone because they can vouch for you. They can get your resume to the top of the pile.
Right.
You know, I can say, like, I used to be a recruiter too. We would always look at those people who someone else had referred them because they're essentially doing our due diligence of checking that this person's legit. You know, you already come in pre-certified.
Exactly. So I hope those tips help you guys because that's what helped me. And it sounds like that's also what helped Sarah out because she did the same thing. But just also remember, like Sarah said, if you guys ever get laid off or fired, don't let this put you down for the rest of your life. Life goes on, and know your self-worth.
Yeah.
Know that you are meant to do something. You are meant to do whatever you want to fucking be and go after it. Seriously, whatever it is. Like Sarah, she thought she wanted to do a whole new career. Now she's doing something completely different than her last job. And for me, I wanted to stay with my career and I just was being super persistent and I didn't take no as an answer.
Persistence is key. Staying confident is key. And, you know, just go out there and get them because just keep remembering what value you bring to the table. And if you sell that to people, they'll want to buy it from you.
Yeah. Take it from us.
So speaking of career changes, we want to do a quick little fun segment here. This was sent in by one of our listeners as a topic, and I'm so sorry, it's slipping my mind right now who sent it in, but that they wanted to hear us discuss, which is what we wanted to be when we grow up. Or when we grew up. So I can start. So I thought I was going to be the next Britney Spears for the longest time. And I took, I took dancing, I took singing, I took acting, I took it all. But I really, really fell in love with dancing. And I thought that was it. Like I actually started college as a dance major. I was all about dance. Like, and everybody would always ask me like, you're going to be a dancer? Really? I'm like, yeah, I'm going to be a dancer. I was so freaking confident. I was such a little fucker too, because like even my aunts and uncles would tell me like, that's not the most stable thing in the world. Do you want to think that through? And I'm like, no, I know I'm going to be a dancer. And I got to college and I realized the amount of wear and tear it takes to like audition for those things day in and day out. And I'm not saying that it wasn't worth it. I'm just saying that I realized that for me and what I wanted in my life. I wanted more stability. I didn't want to have to be worrying if I was going to get the next gig, that maybe everybody else was right and I should look at something else. And then I picked fashion and I loved fashion. But look, I didn't even fully end up in fashion because fashion ended up being a great major. Basically, the major that I took was fashion merchandising. I originally thought that I wanted to work backstage at fashion shows and stuff. And I still love doing stuff like that. I'll volunteer for that anytime. But again, that was a career where it's seasonal. So I don't know why I kept picking these careers where I'm all like, am I going to have a job? I don't know.
And that sounds super cutthroat.
It is. So I ended up taking the business portion of the fashion merchandising program because essentially fashion merchandising is a bunch of like specialized fashion classes as well as a bunch of business for fashion classes. And I took that business side and I ran with it for PR, into sales, into marketing, and I'm still technically marketing, but I'm specialized marketing trafficking now. So that was my career path that I wanted. I thought I was going to be Britney Spears, you guys.
Yeah, she thought she wanted to be a pole dancer.
Whoa, what did I say, pole dancer?
I'm just kidding. I mean, hey, but pole dancers, or AKA strippers, they do be making hella money, though. Dude, you were totally about to say
I was about to say hella, and I stopped myself because I don't want to say hella. I had a friend who did it, and I remember going shopping with her to the mall one time, and she had put a bunch of shit in her cart, and we get up there, and she opens up her billfold, and it's just all like, cash. And I was like, what the fuck?
Dude, they make so much money, and they're in great shape to like to be
Oh my
climbing
God,
the
that
fucking
thigh
pole.
strength?
You need to have a lot of upper body strength and thighs.
that
Exactly.
core?
Like,
Oh my God.
I actually want to take pole dancing
I do
classes
too.
to just get back in shape.
Is that what you wanted to be when you grew up? Because I hear you admiring it.
I mean, I thought about being a bottle service girl or like a ring girl.
Like when you were little, like, you thought about being a bottle service girl? No, I did think about that too for like a little bit.
Like a ring
in college,
girl?
Yeah, in college, back when I had the body to bang that out. Like now.
Same. Back when I had the body for it, but now my body's all fucking wrecked. But
you look good, girl. Stop.
When I was little, I wanted to actually be a flight attendant because growing up, I did. Well, like growing up,
I remember at one point you wanted to be a cop. That's what I thought I was going to hear. I didn't know about the flight attendant.
Oh, I forgot about that. I think that was just like,
that was like momentary.
That was like a fling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was only around for the fling, apparently. I didn't know about the flight attendant one. I think that's a cool career.
It is. It's super, super cool. And I think it's just because when I was young, my family and I, we didn't really have that much opportunity to travel too much. I mean, the furthest we would go was really like LA.
Mm-hmm. You mean Orange County?
Damn it. Sorry. I didn't yes. Orange County.
Hey, we have our own TV show now, okay? You gotta call it Orange County. People know what we are.
I know. Oh, I can't believe I slipped up on that. But yeah, we didn't like travel too much, especially internationally. I don't even know where we went outside of if we even traveled as a family outside of the US. I don't think we did. So that's why I wanted to be a flight attendant, was because I was like, fuck, I want to see the world and do this and that. But then I figured, oh my God, there are nursing careers where they're called travel nurses and they can actually go anywhere. And that's a great job too. So, and they make great money. But
you don't want to be a travel nurse anymore.
Yeah,
right?
I couldn't be now I can't be a travel nurse, and I couldn't be a travel nurse then just because I was in a serious relationship and it just would have been way too hard.
Yeah.
But,
which, by the way, I am going to call you out. Jill and I had a pact when we were young because all of our parents because we're Filipino, were like, be nurses. And Jill and I were like, hell no, fuck you. We're not going to be nurses. There's no way in hell we're going to be nurses. Blah, blah, blah. Jill gets to college. She calls me to tell me her major. Guess what it is? Fucking nursing. She fucking ditched me on our pact.
I did. I left her in the dust.
You totally did. And then my mom the whole time, Jill's a nurse. Jill's studying to become a nurse. Well, I'm not Jill, Mom. Maybe Jill should be your daughter.
I mean,
look at what you did. I haven't even told her that Gabby's
trying to
become a nurse now, because then I'm going to hear it all over again. She's gonna be like, you want to go back to school?
It should seriously be like, oh, you're Filipino? Automatic. You should just be a nurse. Like, it's in our blood. You should just be a fucking nurse. You don't even need to go to nursing school just because you're Filipino. It's already, you're born. It's to be a nurse. Like,
they just stamp you with a nurse stamp across your forehead. And they're like, yeah, there you go.
There's my career. Yeah.
Oh.
So, but yeah, a flight attendant was my.
That would have been cool.
My dream.
I would have asked you for tickets all the time. I'm not gonna lie.
Fuck yeah.
Be like, we're traveling, bitch.
Yeah, and then I don't know if you've ever seen the show. Have you ever seen the show Pan Am?
Oh my God, I loved Pan Am. I was so pissed when they fucking canceled it.
I know, me too. I was like, why? Why? This
and
show
then Mike
great.
Vogel was on there. Oh, he's so he's so cute. Oh my God.
So cute. I know. Oh my God, I can't believe
guys, look him up.
That show right now.
Google him right now. He's fine. He's like white boy fine.
Yeah.
Let me clarify that.
Is he the same actor as Monster-in-Law with J-Lo?
No, that's Michael Vartan from Alias. Who,
damn it.
as well,
is also
I
beautiful.
wouldn't kick him out. But anyways, you guys, it was so great being back. We are running out of time, but we did want to thank Soul and Style again for sponsoring this episode. You guys make sure to check them out. Make sure to use that 35% off discount Milk Whiskey. And don't forget to rate and review us too.
Yeah, don't forget to rate and review us. And to go back on the Soul and Style, don't forget it's spelled SOLE and style.com, and use our code Milk Whiskey for 35% off. So,
yes, and that is in the description of this episode. So it's right there for you. No excuses.
And seriously, please fucking rate and review us, because your reviews and your races, like, that's what keeps us going, and that's what keeps us fucking motivated. So please do it. We really appreciate your DMs of, oh my god, I love your podcast. Yeah, how about you just right?
I love how you say it. Like, it's like a fuck you to the DMs. Like, no, we genuinely love the DMs. Okay,
we
don't
love
take
the
that
DMs,
down.
but go ahead and copy and paste that what you wrote in our in the DM to the fucking iTunes whatever to review and rate it.
And screenshot it and send it to us, because for some reason, like, iTunes doesn't show you all your reviews. It's like by region. So like if someone in the Eastern region reviews us, we can't see it because we're in the Western. So like screenshot it to us, send it to us. We'd love to read some of the reviews out loud on the podcast and tell you thank you directly.
And also, just don't forget, guys, remember, like Sarah said, know your worth. If you guys are in this situation, just remember you'll come out of it, okay? Yeah. It's just, it's temporary.
It is temporary.
And like Sarah said, know your value, bring that to the table, pitch it to the fucking job so that they can be like, oh, damn, this bitch is a fucking boss, babe. I'm gonna hire her ass. Why are you even fucking laid off? You know?
And I'm just gonna throw this out there too. Like I said, I used to be a recruiter. If you are in that position and you have like no idea what you're doing, or you feel like you're super lost, you don't know what the fuck you're doing with your resume, feel free to shoot us a DM. I'll answer. I'll help you out. I'm gonna throw that out there right now. I am great with resumes.
Oh my god, can I just say that she is really fun? Like, she is not giving herself enough credit with how I'm great with resumes, like very no, this bitch is fucking great with resumes, okay? You want resume on steroids? This is who you go to. It's to my cousin Sarah, because she will fucking decorate it, put glitter on it, make it
I don't put actual glitter on it. People are gonna be all like, no, that's not the vibe I'm going for.
But what I'm saying is, she really will make your resumes look amazing, and it is just so nice to the eyes. Like, and you know, obviously what your resume looks like, they're gonna see that first.
Because consider, there's 100-something resumes in a pile, and if yours is the only one that's got just like even just like a pop of color just for your name,
right? That you just made that shit on Microsoft Word. Yeah, they're just you gotta put a little pizzazz on there, okay? Yeah. So hit us up, because not me, but Sarah will help you.
Jill will encourage you. Jill will be like your little cheerleader. She'll be sending you fucking like emails and DMs. She'll be like, go girl, you got this.
Sarah has done my resume, and my resumes look amazing. That shit looks legit as fuck.
Just throwing it out there. If you guys need advice on your resume or on, you know, finding a job, DM us. We'd love to talk to you guys.
Yeah, but anyways, thanks for hanging out with us. Rate and review us. We hope you guys really enjoyed this episode, and we would love to hear your story. If you guys have ever been laid off, and you know, how did you guys come out of it? How did you guys cope with it as well? Yeah,
we definitely want to hear that, because remember, we're a community, and the more we talk about it, the more we all feel like we're not left in the dust. Someone else is going through what you're going through. Yeah. Well, thank you guys again for listening. We are so excited to be back. Make sure to stay tuned, because obviously we have a full season ahead of us, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
We've been hurting and working, and now we found it. And my team been grinding, they loving the way we sounding. I ain't never gonna quit on my dream, no laying down. I'ma get it somewhere, yeah, something.